Rock solid is how China's top diplomat described the relationship between Beijing and Moscow. In his meeting with the Russian president, Wang Yi said the ties between the two nations were not directed against anyone, but won't accept pressure from any country as well.
We have always maintained a strategic focus and adhered to the general direction of building a multipolar world, resolutely opposed any unilateral and hegemonic actions, and safeguarded our respective sovereignty, security and development interests.
A day after the Russian and American presidents made speeches ahead of the anniversary of the war with Ukraine, Vladimir Putin told China their ties extend beyond diplomacy.
We cooperate in many areas, in the humanitarian sphere, in international organizations including the United Nations, the Security Council of which we are permanent members, BRICS, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and of course we're waiting for the chairman of the People's Republic of China to visit Russia.
China wants to promote its peace plan to bring the warring sides in Ukraine to the negotiating table. But with its deep-rooted cooperation with Russia, it's not widely seen as a neutral arbiter. China has a number of joint infrastructure projects with Russia, with most Chinese investment in the resource-rich Far East region. Western sanctions mean China's imports of Russian oil, natural gas and goods have become more lucrative. In South Africa, Russia and China are taking part in a three-nation military exercise. Cooperation like that is a cause for concern for the NATO military alliance backing Ukraine. But Beijing has rejected warnings to refrain from providing lethal military aid, and it's accused the US of fueling the war by sending weapons to Kyiv. As Western sanctions continue to pile on Russia, it's looking east. With China as its largest trading partner, President Vladimir Putin expects bilateral trade to balloon over $200 billion. And as the war in Ukraine goes on, Russia is poised to build new alliances and forge old ones so that it can avoid international isolation.